Thailand does not get colonized by any country, but that doesn't mean we can escape imperialism. Especially during this time, it is clear that the foreign power have a great influence on the politics and thinking of Thai people. Nkrumah's book states that the essence of neo-colonialism is that the state under its rule is independent in theory and has a full international sovereignty. In reality, the economic system and politics of neo-colonialism come from outside, and what consequent imperialism left behind, which happened to Thailand twice during 1940 to 1959. The first time was Japan and Thailand during World War II, which led to the second neo-colonialism of United States in Thailand. The important information that needs to be noticed is that in September 1939, the government declared neutrality while trying to maintain international friendship and promote nationalism in Thailand. However, because Thailand was a minimum-sized country and did not have enough strength to resist the great powers, it had to choose side in the end. The method used by the great power in neo-colonialism, that is, imperial force, may be stationed in the territory of the new colonial state and control the government, and or neo-colonial control is often through economics or financial means as exemplified in the books. In 1941, Japan wanted to invade the British colony in Burma, which had to pass through Thailand. Japan offered to Thailand whether to let Japan march through or to also join in with excess power. But before Thailand could agree or discuss, Japan came ashore. Japan offered the agreement around 10:30 to 11 p.m. on December 7, and they want answer by 1 a.m. on the 8th. That means giving Thailand only about 2 hours to make a decision. At the time, the Prime Minister went to work on the border and did not carry a radio. Therefore, it is not clear whether the minister had already agreed or not, because they did not have as much truth as Japan. Fighting back would not be able to stop Japan's soldier, so they let them march through Thailand. And on December 10, 1941, Thailand got contact by Japan again with an additional offer. If Thailand joined Japan's side, Japan would help with the border dispute between Thailand and France. The government's cabinet discussed and the majority agreed to join Japan because of the military pressure and also want to end the land dispute with France. This even caused Thai people to split into many groups. Some argued that they did not agree to join the Axis, and the other groups were quite confused because of the nationalism policy and neutrality declared on 1939. When the agreement was made and the arrival of Japan caused the villagers to become very unhappy. Later in 1943, Japan established the Ministry of Greater East Asia. What comes up is that Japan seemed to want to unite the Asian country. Japan tried to promote propaganda with the phrase Asian for Asia, which talk about the liberation of the Asian nation for imperialism. The concept isn't all that herbal, but Nkrumah agreed that it is a neo-colonialist one. In order to make it attractive to those upon whom it is practiced, it must be shown as capable of raising their living standard. But the economic object of neo-colonialism is to keep those standards depressed in the interest of developed country. It is only when this contradiction is understood that the failure of innumerable aid programs, many of them well-intentioned, can be explained. And it is as the book says, because Japan tried to manage finance and set up banks in Thailand. They also bought a lot of resources, causing the Thai people to have nothing left to use. There's also the issue of changing currency and a lot more, for which the Thai government has implemented control measures. The problem caused more discontent, which led to the Free Thai movement, which attempted to show the Allies' power that not everyone was on the side of the Axis. They were secretly moving to fight the Japanese invasion of Thailand and help the Allies. The Free Thai movement was like a double-edged sword for Thailand at the time. Fast forward to the end of the war, Thailand was able to negotiate with the United States and British by claiming that it was done under pressure from Japan. It went against the royal decree of 1939 and with the help of the Free Thai movement, Thailand was not declared as a loser of the war and did not have to pay war reparations. This was the beginning of American neo-colonization in Thailand. But this time it lasted longer than Japan, and most Thai people did not have the same dissatisfaction as Japan. When the Cold War began, Thailand allowed the United States to establish up to 8 military bases. During Korean War, Thai government sent Thai army to help even though it had nothing to do with, but it might strengthen its relationship. The fear of communism in the United States also led to 3 coups in the 1950s, as all 3 of which were aided by the United States. In the third, the government gave the self-proclaimed revolutionary full power and declared indefinite martial law throughout the kingdom. This coup was supported by a huge sum of money from the United States to advance the development discourse that valued the economics as the determining factor. Although the establishment of the American military base may seem to have created fear among conservatives, if we look at historical data, we will find that the United States in the 1950s played a significant role in shaping of the ideologies and value of Thainess. From the small beginning of conducting survey in remote rural communities, politics, culture, and even the Thai academics world. In addition, American influence also led to massacre in Thailand in the following period. One obvious fear in Thailand is to challenge the system, as the book suggests. In any continent where there it was based neo-colonialism, the same social pressure that can cause rebellion in a neo-colonial territory will also have an impact on the state that refused to accept the system. So the neo-colonial state have already made weapons that they can use to threaten their opponents if they are successfully in challenge the system. Because the Thai government knew that we were not as well armed as Japan and America, we did not resist. But if we look very closely, Japan and United States caused similar damage. Japan's method might be more extreme, but why did Thailand know that Japan was controlling its own government and not the same as United States? And why did Thailand agree to help until the end of the Cold War? History has painted Japan as invader, while the United States has been a good ally. There is no clear source for this question as why it is so. People at the time had some opposition to the United States, but not as much as Japan. From what I have researched, the United States seemed to have a good image. There's only one source that clearly shows that they dislike America because of white people, but it is still an analysis of the next generation. Or it may be possible that it is because the United States won the war and helped Thailand not to pay the war reparations and prevent the economy from getting worse. Or if we look back, we may be able to also say that Thailand might be the only country in Southeast Asian region that is still democracy and is a representation of the flourishing democracy. The author ends the chapter by suggesting that national unity can be built by defending neo-colonialism and thus raising living standard. But what if it's actually goes in a completely different way? The next century may well answer this question posed earlier and the question of what the consequent imperialism left behind.